Update. So Trump did respond to a question about his health, but he also casually said something that makes me wonder if we're going to war. So to get the first part out of the way, a reporter asked him how he found out he was dead.
How did you find out over the weekend that you were dead? You see that?
No.
People didn't see you for a couple days. 1.3 million user engagements as of Saturday morning about your demise.
Really?
I didn't see that.
I had heard that, but I didn't hear it to that extent.
Basically says he saw that people were wondering where he was, but he thought that was ridiculous because it was only a couple of days. And he said Biden would go months without people seeing him and nobody got suspicious. And I don't know if you've noticed, but this administration is really good at changing the topic. And he also just casually said the U.S. just blew a Venezuelan drug boat to smithereens.
When you leave the room, you'll see that we just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat.
Trump has been saying they're going after Venezuela to put an end to the drug trafficking, and he claims that their leader, Nicolas Maduro, is basically the head of it. They put a $50 million bounty on his head for his capture, which is twice the amount of Osama bin Laden, if you remember that name. So I don't know if you've noticed, but over the past couple of weeks, thousands of troops have been deployed to the waters around Venezuela because the Trump administration has been saying, we're going after these cartels. We're done with all this drug trafficking into our country. The thing is, not everybody believes that's the full story, because according to CNN, technically other countries in Latin America do more trafficking than Venezuela, so why not go after them first? And Venezuela's leader Maduro says, yeah, no, these people are really after regime change. They're trying to use the U.S. military to overthrow the government. He's been saying that Venezuela hasn't seen a threat like this in 100 years, but that they don't bow down to threats and that they are super prepared. But from my understanding at that point, nothing had really happened yet. Until now, where we get a special announcement about the U.S. Space Command moving headquarters and casually find out a lethal strike has been carried out on a Venezuelan drug boat that took out 11 people. So I'll admit, I don't really know much about this stuff, but that would seem like an escalation to me. And Venezuela's leader Maduro has been calling on China for help, which something else nobody's talking about. China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran, aka all of America's adversaries, just got together in Beijing. So the fact that Venezuela is also trying to link up with China, it just seems like a lot is going on. But yeah, U.S. Space Command moved its headquarters and Trump is alive. Liking these videos help and follow for more news.